The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor yourself, inner knowing, and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine podcasting community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello. Today I have the privilege of reconnecting with Renee Merkle, Sovereign Magazine's multidimensional channel and quantum new earth columnist. She is here to activate spiritual leaders into world-shifting embodiment. Through her transmissions from the galactic and ascended realms, she sparks transformation beyond logic and guides others to lead from pure frequency. Her work isn't for those who want incremental change. It is for those who are ready to burn the old rule book, lead from pure frequency, and create a reality that defies logic. Renee doesn't simply guide you, she ignites you. Welcome back, Renee.
Thank you for having me. Hello, hello.
Yes. Okay. So we're exploring one of my most favorite topics, seeking material things, which is our May new moon issue. And in your article, The Currency of Fulfillment, you really help us explore deconditioning something that happened to us since birth, which is believing that success must look like things like degrees or the house or the car. And we're so much more than that. And so why don't you share a little bit more about your article and why you wrote it?
Yeah. When I sat with the topic, what came through was how, when we were younger, we were taught that you had to go get the degree, you had to get the six-figure job, you had to have the nice car, the house, the traditional family. There was this trajectory that was laid out for us, and nobody really ever asked us what it is that we truly want for ourselves. If it were up to me, I would have been a professional roller skater. That's what I wanted to be when I was younger. And then through life events and all, my entire foundation was torn out from underneath me. And so instead of going after what my passions were, I went and got the degree in psychology. I really wanted to help people, and I was working. I finally got the six-figure job. I was like, yes, I work in San Francisco. I have the six-figure job. I've made it. Then we already had bought our house, and we were getting married and all of that. And so I was fitting all of the things. But also, when I was turning 30, it was like, oh, you're not married. You don't have 2.5 kids and a dog and a cat and a white picket fence. And so therefore you're broken. That's what society tells us. And it's a bunch of BS because we're here to have a life that lights us up, that fulfills us. But we've got to deprogram that BS out of our system because for some people, yes, that six-figure job. I have a friend who that is her path. Absolutely. She has done very well for herself in climbing the corporate ladder. And it was slowly killing my soul because I'm here to do this, obviously, but I didn't realize that back then. And I have the house, I have the husband, I have the dogs, I had the six-figure job, and my back broke because I wasn't meant to go down that path. And because I'm so stubborn, maybe you didn't know that about me, but I am very stubborn. It took them literally giving me a slip disc in my lumbar to get me to leave corporate because I needed that safety and the stability of that six-figure job. At the time, I was like, I can't trust the universe to provide it for me on my own. I need that structure. And so I went through this whole transformation of deconditioning all of that programming out of my system where I learned that The fulfillment's not in the things, which I found anyway because I loved the company I worked for, but I was not fulfilled. And so since I've left corporate and I've been doing this, the transformations that my clients go through absolutely light me up. It is like when they tell me they've had a big breakthrough. One of my clients, she just got the opportunity to speak in front of about 1,000 women, which is amazing. This is huge for her. And that just totally lights me up. And being able to travel and being able to do things on my own terms, because I am very independent. I don't like to be told what to do. I don't want to have a boss. That's why I am my boss. And if I have a problem, it's with myself. So through all of that, I just found that when I got the things, it didn't fulfill me because it wasn't activating my soul and fulfilling my calling. It was just checking off the boxes that society said that you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
And I know there are a lot of people listening that they went down the same path because that's what we were taught.
I did too.
But you have permission to go and do what you love.
It is time to rise. We are being called to stand behind independent voices, movements, and media that refuse to be owned. Sovereign Magazine has never spoken to an advertiser, a corporation, or a billionaire. We are a grassroots movement made for and funded by you. If you are ready to rise, to shatter ceilings, and to stand in your truth, do it with us. It's free. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Every click helps us reach more people around the globe, ready to remember who they are. Are you coming with us? Yeah, I did too. I did the whole very high six-figure corporate role, but felt completely hollow inside. And so I know there's so many people on here listening to this podcast today who are like, okay, Rennie, so what are we going to do about it? Well, if you're familiar with Rennie's podcast, she always has some sort of transmission from her guides. So I'm going to hand it over to her for our steps to your sovereign self. And she's going to let us know who's coming through today to help us with this. Speaking of material things that can often leave us hollow or empty inside.
Yes. So we have the Atlantean Light Council with us today, and they would like to bring through a message and transmission. So give me just a moment and I will drop in. And if you're listening, I'm like satellite radio when it comes to channeling, so you never know who you're going to get. Hello, dear ones. We are the Atlantean Light Council with you today. We know a thing or two about going after the high success and the fulfillment. And you have been programmed very much to follow the structures. But at this time, if you have not noticed, that matrix is crumbling right before you, and you are stepping into the new earth frequencies, which are a much higher vibration. All of those structures that have had you going after the milestones to check off the boxes are crumbling, and you're being asked what it is that you desire. What is it that lights you up? You'll get to choose what it is that you would like to do with your time. There are many of you that have chosen to create YouTube channels, to make a what you call side hustle, and have that as a thing that supports your creative side, your soul fulfillment, while you still have the corporate structure, whatever that looks like for you, the job that you went to as the checking of the box that didn't necessarily fill your soul. You may be like these two who went after those things. You are successful when you get these milestones. You must do these things in order to be successful. This is drilled in and drilled in and drilled in. And then you get to it and you're like, this does not fulfill me. I feel like my life force energy is just draining out my feet. That is your cue, your clue that it is not for you, dear one. And it is also interesting in your society that at 17 years old, you are being asked to know exactly what you want to do for the rest of your entire life. That you must declare a major when you enter college. You have not yet lived to know what it is that you truly desire for yourself. So how could you decide what you would like to do for your entire life? So, we encourage everyone to take some time, alone time, where you can be with your own energy, your thoughts, your desires. What is it that truly lights you up? You can start a little list of all of the things that you love to do. Maybe it is that you love to sing. Maybe it is that you love to knit. It could be anything. Maybe it is you like to create community. Maybe it is like you like to teach. Whatever it is, write it on your list until you start to see what it is that lights you up. And then you can also have a list of what you do not like to do. Like staring at spreadsheets all day. Maybe that does not light up your soul. And if it does, fantastic. But if it does not, then what would you like to do instead with your time? The fulfillment doesn't come from the material things. This does not mean that you cannot have the car that just lights up your soul. You deserve to have those things that you desire. Not as a status symbol, but something that makes you feel so good. The home that just feels so comfy and cozy and really fulfills your nourishment in your home. It may be that you have vacations that really restore your energy. All of these things are fine, but the designer handbags and the clothing, if it's coming from a place where you have to have these to show that you can keep up with the Joneses, that is the energy that is not fulfilling your soul. But if you'll feel good when you have your Birkin bag and you're wearing Chanel, fantastic. It is about the feeling, dear one. What is it that makes you feel good? What lights up your soul? It may not be in the material things. Think about the experiences that you have. Maybe it's gathering people in your home. Maybe it is to play games. Maybe it is to have barbecues. It could be that you like to go in nature and have time there. Maybe it is at the ocean. All of these things are what you're actually craving. You are craving the fulfillment, the nourishment, the restoration, the how is this my life right now feeling? Have you picked up on the feeling yet? It is the feeling, dear ones. It is not the object. It is how you feel in your life. And what it is that fulfills your own soul. It doesn't matter what anyone else has. It does not matter what other people will think. Their opinions are their opinions, and they have no real effect on you. That is what they need to deal with, not a true representation of you. Who cares if somebody says, "Who do you think you are?" Doesn't matter. That's their opinion. You know who you are. You know why you have what you have and why you desire what you desire. That is between you and Source. Yes. So, we would like to bring through a transmission of light language. This is just a little taste of what it is like to work with this channel. And we want to break apart the programming that has you conditioned into believing and going after those milestone status symbols that are to just check off the boxes. And by breaking this open, it will bring online your desire to awaken to the truth of what you desire, what lights you up, what fulfills your soul, and without a care of what other people think. Orkunna shurukunna arkni takatkuunna ashunuku itakarinuku hushunuku anaka arakati urushnu ina rakatonuku hurukunu ushna itakanuki inarki inu hurukunno shunuku inakari utukunuku itakanish hurukunuku inaka anaka urukuri inakash hurukuti nurukushunu itana rakati hunuko anoko inakarishtu urukanaish arakanu rakatu shunu inakaitekanu urukunaka arakti hu ashunuku urukutanakati arakini urushtu unoi arakanara kuduru kushunuku arakti hunuku arashti naitakuno rakoto inoko unoish naitakarin urukoto harakatu ushnoi ranaish. With that, our transmission and message are complete. When you are ready, you may re-enter the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, if anybody else is feeling like they just got a spanking from their parent, definitely message Renee in our community.sovereign-magazine.com. I wish you were live experiencing this with me. It was like I was getting a little whipping. It was really cool, but definitely share with her your thoughts on this transmission. All her details are in the show notes, and guess what? She'll be coming back for more as she is one of our columnists. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.